The first event for the day is Group O standard motorcycles 100 to 125cc.
4 laps race. 100 සමන්තර වෙන ආරම්භය. අංක 10 තරමක් අසාර්ථක ආරම්භයක් සමරසේකර කෙසේ වෙතත් බලමු.
Nine competitors rather, and here we have Tony.
Well, good morning to you and thank you, Rukshan. Thanks, Dinesh. Normal, our commentators who have been covering PitPass right throughout. Beyond the track, and today the live pictures comes to you from Katukurunda, and it's about the Group O standard motorcycles 100 to 125cc, the Honda JX 125cc's. These bikes, Rukshan, are more than 20 years old. And just imagine the power it has, and it's all equally powered, the JX 125s. So the beauty of it is very economical, and the riders right throughout have been continuously repeating to be on this event, to make this event lively. And today the speciality is you can see water puddles, and we are going to see some real action at Katukurunda.
Of course, when the four wheels go on those water puddles, we can expect some real action. And Tony, as you said, we can call this a vintage event, 20 years already, yes?
Yeah, somewhat a vintage, and we could see the two strokes as well lined up. The T's and R's also in the same age capacities, but still for all, they are into competition.
So we have our race leader, Sanjeeva Udayakumara, 120. Dinesh? Indeed, Dinesh, gooseneck always have been the part of the track that springs some chaos and action. Tony, I'm sure you have some vivid and memorable moments on this track as a commentator.
Yes, definitely, Rukshan. Like the thing is, for example, if it comes to Katukurunda, all eyes on Katukurunda, especially because in Sri Lanka we do not have much of tarmac tracks in those days. Of course, we used to have Pannala, and then followed by a few of the road racing, which has been completely barred now from what it was. So everybody's eyes, even in those days, even with road racers, everybody preferred to take part in events at Katukurunda. And today we can see the results of it. We saw there was a similar event 2 weeks ago, but unfortunately though, the motorcycles were not in that particular category. So today we can see all the motorcycles, the cars, all in action, and very sooner or later I was told the single seaters, one of your favorite events, also is going to come into action very sooner or later, probably starting off from 2024.
Premium quality auto refinishing solution you will ever need.
My trusted choice is MAXXIS tires.
That's going to be wonderful because, you know, we have missed single seaters for quite some time. And Tony, just give us an idea. You've known this track for a long time. How long have we been going racing on Katukurunda? For how long?
Well,
how many decades?
Well, I think it is definitely more than 3 or 4 decades. For sure, it is
1960s?
1960s. I remember it is 1960s when the top, you know, we had the racing riders coming down all the way from India. Friki Khan and all these people from Sri Lanka as well was competing. The Jinadasas.
The David Pierce, not to forget, in his formula.
Correct, David Pierce, and then many more to name, you know. And this track, you know, from those days, it has been the track in Sri Lanka when it came to motor racing.
Indeed, Dinesh, we see that the top two riders have been pulling quite a gap, and none of the contenders have been able to challenge the front runners. We have on pole Sanjeeva Udayakumara from start. The first lap itself, he has been leading the race and closely followed in by Ediran Fernando.
Well, this race basically was dominated by the police department, and I remember the late Saman, who was the top police department, who brought in the police department into racing from the motorcycles, and he was there, and we miss him. We always say rest in peace for Saman Fernando, and beyond him there were a few of Dylan Pereras and all this crowd who have been joining this, but today I don't see those names today, but probably we may see them in the later races. So these are moments which gradually converted into memories in our past.
There you have your race winner, Sanjeev Udayakumara, taking the checkered flag first, and in the second place we have Ediran Fernando, and third comes home Kasun Kahagala. This is the end of the first event. Group O standard motorcycles, 100 to 125cc 4-stroke Honda JX 1 make event.
PitPass, beyond the track.